Hey y'all, Dee here, and as you can tell from the title of this video, I am here with a book haul. Okay, check them out. As you can see, all of my babies are in the back just waiting to be displayed. I know it's been a while since I have done one of these, but as you can tell, I've still been buying books. So first up, this summer, I don't know what was up. I was really into a lot of romance books. And I read a lot of them, got into my feelings a lot, and I'm still single. Okay. First up, I picked up The Temporary Wife Temptation by Jayci, which is a cute little, short read. Kind of wish it was a bit longer so that I could really be a little bit more invested into the characters, but it was a cute read. Got me through a reading slump, so yeah. I finally picked up a hardcover of The Poet Acct by Elizabeth Acevedo right here. I've already listened to it on audio, absolutely loved it. Picked up a physical copy so I can go through and tab all my favorites and cry again, okay? Carrie McLean, Waiting to Exhale. I love this book. The characters are relatable, to say the least. They're relatable. So yeah, love this book, gave it 4 stars. Did like a whole freaking blog post about it. Never posted it, but I will. I will, okay? I will. So yeah. Next up, I picked up Crazy Rich Asians right here. I like the movie more than the book. I have a whole like blog post about it, like a reading wrap up about it, that I will post if I haven't posted it already. It's fairly decent book, but after a while it gets repetitive, gets annoying. It gets repetitive and gets annoying. And personally for me, the movie was better and more concise. So yeah. Next up, I have The Trouble with Hating You by Sajni Patel. This was a 5-star read for me for this summer. It is I don't even want to say they were like haters to lovers trope. I don't necessarily want to say that. It's much more of a misunderstanding that caused it, but I can't stop smiling about this book because I loved it so much. I was 5 stars, okay? I can't wait to read the next installment of this series. And it matches what I'm wearing. I know if any of you have either seen any of my previous videos, you know that I said before that I wasn't into romance books. And so I'm here to kind of like go back on that. I do like romance books. I just don't like stupid romance books. Unrealistic-ish type romance books, if that makes any sense. So, because you're going to see a whole lot more romance books in here. So I don't want you to be like, but I know what I said, okay? And we are allowed to change our opinions, and we are also allowed to retune the opinions that we have to make them make more sense, okay? Next up, I have Tiny Imperfections by Ali Frank and Asha Yumas right here. This was an okay read. Not one that I would pick up again, which is so sad because it started off so strong and so good, but then like a little bit towards the middle you could kind of tell where the book was heading, but it was taking such a freaking long time to head there. And then some of like the things that they said were like a little bit like, when people put like woke scripture or like they're trying too hard a little bit. That's kind of like how I felt with this book. I have a Goodreads review up on it. It was a decent book. Next up, I have The Right Collection by Christina C. Jones, which is it's just a big book of 3 novellas of the Wright brothers that has Getting Schooled, Pulling Doubles, and Bending the rules, and then it has a short little story, Christmas with the Rights. If I had to choose, I haven't read, okay, just so you know, Christina C. Jones is my favorite author when it comes to romance, okay? She just writes really well. I love her characters. I love her writing style. I love the fact that she gets to the point without giving me too much fluff. I love the fact that her characters communicate when there's an issue so they know what's up, okay? It's not like, I'm mad at you, I'm not going to talk about it, but then the last 50 pages of it, everything is going to work out. Like, it's realistic to me, and I love it. Christina, if you want to write me a love story, call me, please. And then, keeping up with romance and Christina C. Jones, I recently picked up Behind the Scenes. Christina, Miss Jones, you keep writing like this and you will forever get my money. Like, you just, and it's like, and it's not a novella. I don't think it's a novella. It's like an actual, like, legit book too at that. I don't have enough good things to say about this book. I'm still gushing over this book. I loved it. Okay, I loved it. I love their chemistry. I love their individual stories. I love them together. I love them apart. This book, these characters, Christina, and your writing, I slick want a sequel, but I know that's not gonna happen, so I will hold my breath on that, but just pick up this book, okay? If you want romance, if you want chemistry, if you just want to smile like this at the end of a book, pick up this book, okay? And Christina, Miss Christina C. Jones, please keep writing, okay? Just another one of Christina C. Jones books, okay? It's 81st and Clarke, the Clarke Brothers collection. I can't wait to get into this one because it's way shorter than this one, and this is a collection of 3 stories into one. But like, if you love romance, and if you love Black love, and if you just love love, and if you're a hopeless romantic that is also a realist, because that's very important, pick up this book. I can literally just sit here and just hold this book up and just tell you to buy it. But I'm not going to, even though I slick already am. Okay, we're gonna move on. Oh my God. So, in keeping up with my favorite romance authors, I have 2 books by Helen Hoang, which is like it's not a collection of books, but it's like a trilogy, family. You don't need to read one book to understand the other. Either way, I have the Kiss Quotient, which follows the story of Stella and Michael, which is my favorite. I usually don't reread books, but I've read this book twice. My first time was earlier this year on audio, and I decided to just finally pick up a physical copy so I can have in my collection and have on my shelf. So yeah, I picked it up, and it, just like Behind the Scenes, this book makes me smile. It makes me have the feels. It makes me feel warm and fuzzy inside. I love Stella and Michael. I really, really do. I really. Yeah, that concludes books that I have read. So that concludes my hauled books that I have already read, except for the Bride Test. I haven't read the Bride Test yet, so I don't know why that was included. My bad. But yeah, I think for some of these books, I definitely have my Goodreads review. Excuse me. I definitely have my Goodreads review up, so I will link it down below. I will also try to link these books down below if you want to check them out. And until next time, bye.